Hi, my name is Stacy Tran and I'm the coordinator of English learners here in Washington Unified. First off, I want to start by saying thank you so much for being here, for joining us, and for your commitment to learn and grow in order to provide the best possible instruction to all of your students, including our English learners. So now we're going to take a couple minutes and talk about designated and integrated ELD. The expectation is that we are still doing designated and integrated ELD in order to support our English learners so they can continue to grow one level each year on the LPAC. Not all of our students were assessed prior to school closures in March, so when you look in ARIES or Illuminate for your student scores, some may have 2020 scores, while some may not. In that case, you're going to look back to their 2019 scores in order to gear your instruction. So daily ELD instruction for English learners is a requirement that can take place in a variety of ways. I encourage at least weekly Zoom or Google Meet meetings so that you can actually give your students an opportunity to practice their oral skills, that listening and that speaking, so that it can help you to gauge your instruction and gear it towards their needs. You can deliver differentiated assignments. You can also form a Google Classroom of grade level students that are all English learners and push out assignments to them and meet with them as well. For TK through 5th grade, it's a decision between admin and teachers as to how you're going to group your students. One teacher per grade level can take the English learners and begin their own Google Classroom and push out assignments that way. Or you can co-plan as a grade level team, and then each teacher can meet with their English learners throughout the week in order to really monitor their progress and see what their needs are, and then work from there. For grades 6 through 12, all English learners should have a period of designated ELD. And again, for all grades, the content of ELD time is flexible. The importance is that your starting point is the ELD standards, available just by Googling California ELD standards. I've saved it in my bookmarks at the top of my computer so that they're always there and handy. You can use science as a basis, history as a basis, English as a basis. There are lots of online resources. The importance is that you're targeting your student needs and using the ELD standards to really create lessons that will help them move on to the next level. Integrated ELD is a responsibility for all teachers, regardless of what you teach. PE, math, science, music, right? We need to be incorporating strategies and scaffolds all throughout the day that help our students to achieve the grade level standards. This can come in many different forms. It can come in the form of embedded supports throughout your lesson, such as word banks, sentence frames, lots of visuals. Our English learner students, as well as all students, really do need modeling and step-by-step instructions, especially in a virtual world where you're not able to physically circulate and check in on your students. Also, small group support is always the best. So even if you teach a core subject and not designated ELD, feel free to pull a small group once a week, twice a week of your English learner students so you can really check in with them. Do some pre-teaching, do some reteaching, check in with them and help them fill in the gaps so that they can be successful on your assignments as well. All of our lessons, whether designated or integrated, should have a language objective. Now, I'll provide a template for that here. And of course, it's always based on the standards, part 1 and part 2, the modes of communication, and then the grammatical structures needed to accomplish whatever your language task is. If you're curious and you would like some more details about that, look for my Friday session. It's Q&A for ELD on your Friday schedule. You're welcome to join me for that. I'm always available via email, stran@WUSD, you know the rest, or we have some amazing instructional coaches who are really well versed in language objectives, the ELD standards, and also high leverage literacy strategies to really meet the needs of your English learner students. So thank you for your time, and here are some discussion questions for your group.